Dear students, it is week 5th, video 3rd, lesson 10. In this video, we are going to cover refugees problems, refugees, army leaders, and also the Governor General Ghulam Muhammad tenure from 1951 to 1955 and the constitutional crisis. Well, as we were saying that after Public and Representative Officers Disqualification Act, the second was refugees. That in August 1947, Pakistan had to face a flood of people migrating to Pakistan, and that was their dreamland for which they had sacrificed. But nobody was expecting that the people migrating to Pakistan will be completely destroyed, killing, looting, and they people came to Pakistani lands just bearing, simple one cloth or two on their bodies, and it is unfortunate that in most events, even the people then have these cloths even. But Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah had formed an emergency relief Central Refugee Council to deal it. He passed away, and same responsibility was with Khan Liaquat Ali Khan. Khan Liaquat Ali Khan made certain orders, and he took certain steps against the land grabbers or the people who were, if there were any cases of mistreating and misleading these immigrants. However, land grabbing after 1947 and others, that was another issue. Well, Khan Liaquat Ali Khan and Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru signed an agreement that is called Liaquat-Nehru Pact, according to which it was the responsibility of Indian government to look after the Muslims in India, and Pakistan agreed to protect the Hindu community left in Pakistan. Both these leaders tried to hold it, but the political situations were more demanding. Then Hyderabad and Kashmir crisis. This is really a worst event in the history of Pakistan and India, and also in their relations, that on September 1948, uh, when Quaid-e-Azam passed away, India invaded Hyderabad Deccan, one of the largest Muslim states, on January the 5th, 1948. United Nations had organized a ceasefire between Pakistan and India on Kashmir, and it was simply a ceasefire, and there was no any solution or agreement of this problem, and unfortunately this problem is still running deep and is a bone of contention, and it is even considered, mean, an apprehension of a possible armed conflict or atomic explosion, maybe on the dispute of Kashmir. Well, another thing is army leaders, that when Pakistan came into being and till 1958, the head of the armed forces of Pakistan was not a Muslim. It was Sir Douglas Gracie, the British Commander in Chief. Clear. Later on, the officers within Pakistan Army, they objected that after we have gained freedom, why a British is still our commander, and then General Gracie was replaced with General Muhammad Ayub Khan. But this act resented a good this act resented some of the officers within Pakistan Army. Perhaps they were in pride of the British Army, so there was a conspiracy in March 1951. This is called Rawalpindi conspiracy or Rawalpindi Sazish case, in which Major General Akbar Khan, Chief of the General Staff, and certain other officers, they planned to topple the government, civil government, and control the clear. Anyhow, that was handled by Ayub Khan, and civil government was saved. Well, this is about the army leaders, the role of army leaders, that Ayub Khan appeared as the Governor General, and notable this that Ayub Khan was going to be retired, but this act of replacing Governor General, uh, Commander in Chief, gave a new life to Ayub Khan and gave him an opportunity as Commander in Chief, followed by the President of Pakistan. Now, Ghulam Muhammad, 1951 to 1955, after but unfortunately, Khan Liaquat Ali Khan was assassinated on 16 October 1951 in Rawalpindi, the same Liaquat Bagh. Well, after he was assassinated, the post of or the office of Prime Ministership, the very important office, became vacant, and Khwaja Nazmuddin was decided to make Prime Minister of Pakistan. As he occupied the Prime Minister, the Governor General office vacant, Ghulam Muhammad was the person who became the Governor General. He was at that time Finance Minister, and this person came from civil services to the highest ranks of politics. At that time, it was quite unusual. because the politician and the parliament was a separate thing, and the civil services in the British government was a separate thing. A civil servant had not any kind of jurisdiction without the permission of the queen or the parliament to interfere into the matters of the parliament or the public. But this person became the governor general from the civil high offices. Under his rule in 1950, a planning commission, clear, a planning commission was set up to resolve the economic issues of Pakistan, and in 1951 Pakistan launched a 6 years plan about power, industry, mining, transport, communication, and the social schemes. Also, in 1953, a planning board was established to review and analyze the development in the in these 5 years. And under this program, in 1952, a major jute processing plant was uh, Dhan ka plant was established, designed in Bangladesh, sorry, East Pakistan, and oil and gas exploration was made, and natural gas reservoirs reserves were invented in Sui, Balochistan. But in 1951, Pakistan was facing a food crisis over to a severe drought. Uh, there was a shortage of food, and also this shortage resulted in public crisis. In February 93, riot riots mean strikes and fighting starts in Pakistan, different places. Uh, Secondly, Pakistan had to uh, request USA for the food, and USA uh, in April donated Pakistan a million tons of wheat to the root food crisis. Another reason in this time was the Ahmadis movement, that due to certain act, the Ahmadis or Qadianis, uh, their issues arose. And in the first time, people came to know about their beliefs and their ideology at public, and people were demanding to be called them non-Muslims, and they were demanding Zafrullah Khan, the foreign minister of Pakistan at that time, to be removed from his matters. Well, then constitutional matters, that basic principal committee was established, and this basic principal committee had given certain uh, recommendations. Number one, the head of the state must be Muslim. There should be a House of Units with 60 members from East and 60 members from West Pakistan. The House of People mean should have 400 members with 200 elected from the each. Religious minorities would have representatives at the national and the provincial levels. cabinet must be responsible to the National Assembly, that the cabinet should be responsible to answerable to National Assembly, not to the head of the state. Clear? And head of the state should choose a committee of Islamic specialists to ensure that all legislation is according to the Islam, and the official language settled should be settled by the National Assembly. And you know that this matter of the uh, National Assembly, the language is very grave, fine, and this constitutional crisis goes on. And in 1955, uh, the Governor General Ghulam Muhammad applied, means dissolved the assemblies and imposed martial law. Clear? But on July 1955, new elections were new constituent assembly was made, and in August Ghulam Muhammad fell ill and had resigned and replaced by Iskandar Mirza. Fine. This is all about the tenure of Ghulam Muhammad, and in the next video we'll talk about a little bit about Iskandar Mirza and 1956 Constitution, one unit policy,